Let's do this. Hey, how's it going? I'm Eco Builder in Georgetown, Texas, north of Austin. I have been with Hex since the beginning, so I can answer anybody's questions, mostly any questions about crypto. After this, I usually join the Bitcoiners of Austin, their meetup. And so they do like a whole virtual meetup every week on Tuesday night. This is a Tuesday night as well. And then I think they meet on Wednesday in person, or they've started doing that. Everything got messed up whenever they started, or whenever COVID hit. Um, and I wasn't actually attending this stuff whenever COVID hit, so I didn't know those guys back then. Um, so I created this group on Meetup, and I call it Crypto Dividends because that's, in my opinion, a really good way of describing what happens inside of the Hex crypto ecosystem. Um, so Hex crypto is a crypto that you can earn interest on. So you stake crypto, you stake these Hex tokens, and you earn Hex tokens. So everything, the inflation, you earn your portion of the inflation. That's a set amount of inflation. That's why it is that we can honor and promise this amount of interest, right? Because other cryptocurrencies, they might offer you interest, but there's like this promise of work that they have to do in order to create more of this to pay you the interest. And um, to date, no one's able to pay out those those amounts of interest. Instead, the things completely die, and we've seen that throughout the years. Hex crypto is almost 4 years old right now. It's December 2nd of 2019. So you do the math. I believe that's like 3 and 3/4 now. So yeah, I'm a happy Hexican who has staked all throughout. I've got stakes laddered out, is what we call it. 1 year, 2 year, 2.5 year, 3 year, on and on and on. The maximum amount that you can stake it out for, it's up to you, but the maximum amount is 5,555 days. And that's just the way it works in the code. So you're able to put forth however many tokens you want for however many days you want, because every day there's a start and stop to the days. And so you just go to an interface with the Hex contract on either Ethereum or Pulse Chain. So Ethereum chain or Pulse Chain. There's Hex tokens on both of those chains. So you just grab some of the Hex tokens and you submit it to the contract, and you earn the interest that way. And it recognizes your wallet. So you recognize that you need to have a wallet that you hold the passwords, the private keys to. So we're talking about getting your crypto off of exchanges, off of a third party, and holding it yourself. So you are the custodian. So if anything happens in all of the crypto market, you'll still have possession of your coin, even if your coin value goes down. And that's actually a big thing in crypto also. So there's a lot that the founder of Hex Token is able to teach cryptocurrency, because a lot of folks, they think that they can just have an account like Robinhood or Coinbase or crypto.com or Binance. They think that they can have an account with this large centralized exchange, and they think that if something happens to that centralized exchange, that their coins are safe. And it's really sad whenever we find out that actually the coins aren't safe. And So it's best if you go, let's say, to a website like metamask.io, metamask.io. There's a little fox as the logo, and download one of those wallets. And so that would be just a software wallet that would install itself into your browser. So I recommend the Chrome browser. And whenever you're setting that up, it will run you through your 12 words. They might call them seed phrases. They might call them keywords, but those are your passwords for your wallet. So make sure that you write that down correctly. And this is those words, whoever has those words is able to get into the blockchain and move values around, the values that are associated with that wallet. So this knowledge is very important for you to have in crypto. And our community is helping people be prosperous in crypto. They're teaching them a proper foundation. We care about knowledge. We don't care about ripping people off, stealing funds, manipulating folks, getting people into bad projects that stand no chance at any future. We don't care about those sorts of things. We care about changing the world. This mural that's behind me, it says, "Fix the money, fix the world." Fix the money, fix the world. Because there's this base foundation of what we do every day. It's an exchange of energy, and we recognize that exchange of energy is flawed. And so we'd like for crypto to come in and assist with the flawed financial system. So I wish that I had some tables to show you on how to stake Hex and stuff. This is kind of just my live stream computer here. But if you go to a website called hex.pink, then you can see a really easy value interface to where you can say how many Hex tokens you're interested in staking for how many days, and it'll give you an estimated amount of interest. So it would tell you your principal, and then the interest accrued, and then the ideal amount that you would get at the end of that. I told you in the beginning that whenever you stake your Hex, you're earning Hex tokens, which is an amount of the inflation that's set into the code of the coin. And so what I want to illuminate for you is that everybody who is staking Hex tokens is competing for that amount of interest that is coming into the system created by the contract. So depending on how everybody interacts with the contract depends on how much interest you actually come away with. And yeah, we've been running for almost 4 years straight now. And there's an argument of like, what is the best crypto? And some people who are used to Bitcoin and Ethereum, they'll come to the Hexicans, the Hex people, and they'll say, hey, your coin sucks. And we'll then explain to them that actually the coin doesn't suck. It's very secure. because it's a smart contract on the Ethereum blockchain and on the Pulse chain blockchain. It's a smart contract. It is complete, final, and done. It doesn't have any bugs. That's what makes it special, as opposed to so many of these other things that are ongoing works and have bugs and have councils that overlook the managerial things that need to happen with it whenever it starts to fail. So we got Marcavelli here, we got Finbear here. These two guys are staples in the Hex community. So yeah, I'm just trying to like introduce people in the Austin area to Hex Crypto. The reason why I started doing this, like putting a meetup out on meetup.com, the reason why I started doing this is because people got into NFTs like a year ago, and I was attempting to get out in front of them and say like, hey, this is just a fad. This is there's a lot of voids in thoughts whenever money is flowing into a situation and people can do just minute things in order to earn this money. So I was trying to get people to recognize like all the different types of cryptos that are out there and gain a respect for what it is that we're doing with this stake and earn interest. So Hex Crypto has this way of organizing your life whenever it is that you stake out your finance into the future. It's an exercise. It's a diligence. It's like creating a financial calendar for yourself. It's really interesting. And right now, all of crypto is in a bear market. So the prices of all of crypto are much less than what they were a year ago or the year before that. But crypto is having a lot of people on ramp into it. Like a lot of people are recognizing that their financial system isn't performing exactly the way that they would want it to. Maybe politicians are disrespecting the people, and so some folks are ready for some answers. Like, what are these other opportunities, these alternatives? So maybe you're going into gold and silver. Maybe you're going into other possessions or collector's items. Maybe cars. Well, a lot of people are asking about crypto. What is this Bitcoin thing? Like sum it up. Bitcoin, the gold standard of crypto, or the dinosaur in the room, the elephant in the room. When you're talking about crypto, it is the oldest one. So, whenever people don't look into crypto, they think that there's nothing behind a unit of crypto, when what gives anything value is people utilizing it, the sum of everybody involved. But whenever it is that there's that digit on the screen, there's background computing that makes it to where you claimed or moved around that one token, that one unit, as opposed to the rest of the units in the system and the holders of those units. So what I'm trying to say is that there's computing power that's that's having to be utilized for you and the other participants to use this as a currency and exchange it. And on top of that, there is no set location for all this to take place. And so that's pretty interesting. We can send money value across the world in seconds. What's up, Finbear? Finbear in the house. Thanks for sharing the link. I can tell. All right. Well, I got my tacos. It's a little bit cooler in this space than usual. This is downtown Georgetown, Texas. And if you're in Austin, look me up on Twitter. I'm at EcoBuilder on Twitter right here. And I'll be glad to hold your hand and tell you about Hex Crypto and introduce you to the community. And you can have voice conversations in Twitter Spaces. You can come into our Telegram Spaces. We've got the Texas group that's t.me/Hex Texas. And what else should I give you just as an intro? This is my YouTube channel, Hex Futures. I've had this for probably 4 years as well. Maybe 3.5. I don't know. I think like my first video on this was trying to tell people about Hex Crypto and that there was a referral code back in the early days whenever it was launched. So like I say, I've been here through all of it, so you can ask me a question. Awesome, Finberry, you hit 2:22 a.m. I was texting somebody in our community at 2:22 p.m. earlier, and I made sure that I put it in a text. Hey, I'm gonna trim up this stuff and make the stash more pronounced here soon. Cool, guys. Thanks for making the stream. I'm going to head out of here. And I hope everybody's well. It's the bear. Keep on doing what you're doing. And, you know, if this whole thing is the strongest survive. So, you know, make changes in your life. Do whatever it is that you've got to do. And I'll see you on the best side of it, because we're here. All right. Cheers.